All right, let's do this. This is our first on location
I'm liking
show.
it. I'm liking it. You know what, Roberts? You were against this in the beginning. Davey Dave backed me up on this, right?
Man, this is the greatest idea Tootie's ever had.
I come up with good ones, and you know that.
What? Was I fighting it? I don't think I was fighting
you
it.
fought it like Pacquiao fought Mayweather.
You know what? Because I like a studio atmosphere
You like
That controlled
with Mario
environment.
Lopez's picture
Yeah.
all around you.
Roberts likes to come in, do easy work, and get paid big bucks. That's how we
right.
roll. But this is independent filmmaking. That don't exist here.
I ain't mad at
okay?
that, though. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it either. That's not reality. Dave.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Coming to you live from
From the Pink Taco.
the Pink Taco on Sunset Boulevard.
You have your Casa Mexico flask with you? That's
I
crazy.
do, bro. Thank you,
Look at
man.
you.
I carry this everywhere, brother.
That's like your
I see how
American
you roll.
Express. Don't leave home without it.
We have my
Right.
brother
Recording.
hanging out with us today. Christian, sucker free.
That's right. Sucker free. Sucker free in the house.
Well, let me introduce all y'all. We got Davey Dave on the ones and twos.
Right.
We
What's
got the co-hostess with the mostest,
That's right.
Tootie,
Good, right?
Rod Tootie Rinks, and we have a special guest. We're going to get to our special guest
Yeah.
a little bit later because we have a couple people
Yeah, we
coming
do.
in today, right?
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, we are in Pink Taco on Sunset Boulevard, the historic part of Sunset Boulevard. When you drive down Sunset, and you have seen for years and years all the billboards of the movies and the TV shows, this is the absolute place to be
Yeah.
on the Strip.
This is what you dream about.
What do we have right here? We have the Comedy Store right next door.
We have the
we have
Comedy
the
Store.
Laugh Factory right
Yep.
next door.
You go down the other way. We get the Rainbow Room. We
Standard.
get the Standard.
Viper.
The Viper Room.
Incredible piece of real estate, historic to Hollywood and all of its lore.
So shout out to Pink Taco, one-on-one PR who set this up for us. Our boy
man.
Larry Fink.
Larry Fink.
good
This is
stuff.
This is amazing. This is again. This is called the Tequila Room,
Yeah.
and there's tequila all around us.
Yep.
I believe that Casa Mexico Tequila will be in here very soon.
Yeah.
I think that deal's being worked right now.
That would be amazing because
Man, that's great.
the tequila that's in here isn't bad, but it's nothing. It's no Casa Mexico.
Well, look, I'm going to say this.
I don't
gonna-
wanna hate on you,
no,
but hey.
no, but I'm going to say not just because I'm partners with Oscar De La Hoya and Mario Lopez and Eric Buccio. Am I going to say our tequila is being considered better than Patron? People are saying, "Hey, I like your tequila better than I like Patron." That's a good. It's a good thing.
You know
Yeah.
what? Casa Mexico is the smoothest
Yeah.
tequila that you can find, and that's not blowing smoke. That's facts.
I'm going to tell you, thank you for that, and thank you for saying Casa Mexico, not Mexico.
Mexico.
No, not Mexico. Mexico.
Casa Mex. No.
Mexico.
Take it
Anyway,
easy.
shout
Mexico,
out,
bro.
shout out to the Tequila Room.
It's kind of destiny that we end up in
Yeah.
the tequila room, right?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you're
really
a big
cool.
tequila fan.
I'm a big tequila fan. I'm a big tequila drinker. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that it's part of our DNA. You know, I'm Mexican American.
Yeah.
My ancestors drank tequila. They grew agave, which is where the tequila comes from.
Yeah.
But let's get into it about independent film. We're sitting here in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard on an incredible piece of real estate where probably all of the greatest actors, directors, producers of all time
Have sat.
have been,
Yeah.
have gotten to fights out in front. It's happened right
Got
here.
Bello right here.
Yeah.
Probably off tequila.
But it's a very cool thing. I mean, our show's sort of evolving a little bit. I think, we've got to go outside of the studio. We've got to go out
Yeah.
into the community.
Yeah.
Today, the cool thing about being here in Hollywood is I have a friend who's here with us today. His name is Robert Arrevalo. Ninja.
What's up, Robert?
Oh,
There we go.
Hey guys, thank you for inviting me.
Robert lives down the street, and you're a filmmaker.
Yes.
You're an actor.
Yes, sir.
You're a singer,
Yes, sir.
right? You kind of
Yeah.
do it all. Director.
Yes.
Yep.
Producer.
Stuntman.
Yes.
Do you have to do it all, bro?
You're indie. You're like us, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to our
Yeah.
tribe.
Do you have to do
Yeah.
it all now? Do you have to do it all?
Yes, you do.
Let's get into Robert Arrevalo. Now, I met you a long time ago. You had just been in Desperado.
Yes. Yes.
You had a
Yeah.
part in Desperado. You were
Yeah.
one of the killers at the end. You
Right.
had a big fight scene.
Yeah.
Opponent to Christos. You
Yeah.
had to beat him to
Right.
get your position
Exactly.
as a killer.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, totally.
So you met Salma Hayek on that movie, Desperado. She said, I want you to be one of my brothers in this other movie I'm doing, which is, what's the name of that movie?
Fools Rush In with
Fools Rush
Matthew
In.
Perry. Yeah.
Was the part you got on Desperado a big break for you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how did that happen?
I used to work at HBO Original Programming. I used to do script coverage there. And the producer that I worked for, she told me, she was like, hey, Robert Rodriguez is going to be coming into
Were you
the
pumped
office.
about meeting him?
Yeah, because El Mariachi was like literally like, I think he had just come out. So they were already, you know, I think Robert Newman from CAA was representing him. So they were already working on Desperado. So she was like, when he comes by, I want to introduce you to him. Because, you know, of course, I let everyone in the office know. Hey, I said, hey, I'm an actor, martial artist. I want to, you know, work here to see if I can meet some people and make some contacts, you know. Because, you know, as an actor, filmmaker, you're always trying to hustle just to get work, you know.
Yeah.
So so that's where I met Robert. He had come in to the office.
Just to give you a visual, Pink Taco guys bringing us in some
chips and
chips
salsa.
and salsa, which
Guacamole.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Some
Nice.
guacamole. This is cool, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we should go on location
Legit.
to
Perfect.
Yeah.
the Palm.
It's dope. We're gonna get some crunching. Are we good with the crunching in the?
We're
in
gonna
the mic?
We're gonna do the next one at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh,
Beverly
that's
Hills
right. The
Hotel.
pole
Nice.
that you've been telling me we're gonna go to for how many years now?
Thank you, buddy. Thank you,
How
sir.
many years? You know anything about that?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You were introduced to him by Nelly Galan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Robert had come into the office. She's like, hey, Robert, meet Robert. You know, he's an actor, martial artist. Why don't you put him in your next movie? And so Robert was like, hey, Tocayo, nice to meet you, man. He goes, yeah. He goes, let your hair grow out. Because my hair was kind of like, you know, like it wasn't short, but it was kind of messy or whatever. And he goes, dude, let your hair grow out. And I was like, cool, man. He goes, yeah. He goes, you know what? We're going to have auditions, and I want you to come in. And, I think I could throw you in there. I got a part. After I had gone in to audition for him, and the casting director, they didn't want to see me, but Rob was like, no, that's my friend, you know.
So he
he's coming
caught you.
in.
He saw you.
Yeah.
And said, "Bring this guy in."
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like literally, it was one of those moments where the door was opening, and the casting director like saw like my name and saw that I didn't have any credits,
Right. Yeah.
and he was like gonna shoo me away, and Robert was at the end looking through the door, and he saw me. He was like, no, that's my friend. Bring him in. You know,
Dude, what is that? What is that?
scandalous, man. You know,
What is that?
I know it's
I mean, I'm not saying that the casting director's wrong. I'm just saying, what is that about life?
right.
That what if that door hadn't opened? What if
Exactly.
Robert doesn't see you? Do you turn
Absolutely.
around and leave, or do you like
Right.
make a scene? A lot of people would make a scene. Like, no. You know,
Right.
Robert said I could be here.
Right. Yeah.
So cool. So you go in and you get the part.
Yeah, well, what happened was Robert introduced me to everyone that was in the room, and so he had me do a couple of kicks and punches, and I think I read something. And then, so a couple of days later, he called me at the office, and he said, hey, Tocayo, you ready to come to work for me? And I was like,
Nice.
yeah, absolutely, man. He was like, awesome, brother. I'll see you in Austin.
So-
Wait, in Del Rio.
So if you are fans, go rewatch Desperado. Look for Robert Arrevalo.
Yeah,
You're in
yeah,
there. That was
yeah.
a big break.
Yeah.
You got it the old-fashioned indie way.
Right, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
know, that's the funny thing is like, I had an agent at the time. I had just gotten an agent, and that's the tricky thing about going on auditions here in LA. It's like, whether you have the right agent or you don't, or the manager, or how many credits you have. It just depends on who you're meeting with, right? And some of like those big parts that I got were just because of like a friend that says, hey, you know what, I like you, I'm gonna give you a part. And that's with Robert and Salma, and you too.
Right.
You
Oh,
know?
I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
right. And
yeah.
then I met you and I cast you in a film called The Courier,
Right.
starring Mario Lopez.
Exactly,
And you
exactly.
played a guy that snuck people over the border from Mexico to the United States.
Right.
The difference in our movie is Mario was looking for someone to sneak him into Mexico,
Exactly.
which your character thought was crazy.
Right. Totally. Yeah, that was awesome.
You did a good job
was
in the
fun.
movie. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
Yeah,
all about
thank
like
you.
I have a friend. He put money up for the Made in Mexico. He says it's all about proximity.
Right.
It's when you and I do kind of believe that because there's certain occasions where like I didn't do casting for stuff.
Right.
You know, Davey Dave came up to me and said, "Hey, dude, I heard you're doing this movie. I would like to be involved." And I looked at
Right.
Davey Dave and I said, "Yeah, let's do
Right.
it." You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know, he's in it.
Exactly.
But it's
great.
about proximity, and it's about
Absolutely.
they can obviously see something in you that they
Right.
like
Right.
physically, and that you do martial arts and all that stuff.
Right.
And then you know, Robert's a great director, so he could
Right.
probably, as long as you could read the lines and you can remember,
Totally.
I can make it work. So
You
let's
know-
do it.
Yeah, and you know the other thing about Robert,
Robert's
like,
jets to cast me in anything, by the way. This fucking Robert's over here yet to
Yeah.
cast me in one thing.
I second that.
Yeah, right.
Man,
You know-
come on, guys.
Well, you know that's a cool thing about Robert is like I had told him that I eventually wanted to learn how to direct. So when we were setting up that big shootout at the end, Robert, like when I wasn't shooting my scenes, like he was like, "Rob, come check this out," and he would say, "Okay, I'm using this lens,"
Yeah.
you know, and because you know we were shooting 35, you know, so it was cool just to be able
Wow,
to
that's
see
awesome,
that, you
dude.
know.
He's one of
Exactly.
our finest directors.
Right,
He's
right.
a great auteur.
Yeah,
It's been a while since those movies,
Right.
but you did go into making all sorts of product. We were
Right.
talking about this earlier.
yeah,
You do shorts, you do web series, you
Right.
do movies. You have a
Yeah.
deal for a film called Mexican Bloodbath 2,
yeah,
which is going to be
exactly.
distributed by someone that works out of Universal.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So you're going to go make that movie.
Did you do part
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. I did it for $50,000 in Mexico, and we shot on 35.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. We got a lot of stuff for free. You know, even 35 millimeter for free.
Where did you
that's cool.
develop it
That's
at? Churubusco.
Yeah, actually, I had an office at Churubusco.
Me too. I made
Yeah,
a film out of
yeah,
Churubusco too.
yeah.
Churubusco is a studio, I guess, similar to Raleigh,
Right, exactly.
kind of
yes,
like the
right,
Raleigh
uh-huh,
of Mexico.
uh-huh.
Was that the studio where the guy said he read the script? He said, "I'm not doing it." He got off the bus.
Yeah,
Were you?
that is it.
Hey, that was
it.
a great
That
story,
was a
by
good
the way.
story.
Go back
awesome,
to that episode.
Yeah.
So
Too
that's
funny,
nasty.
man.
That just gave me a chill. But you create a lot of your own content. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of yours. Let
Thanks,
people
brother.
know
Thank you,
where
man.
they can find you, your content, all that stuff.
So got a Vimeo page. It's Robert Arrevalo, and then on my YouTube, it's Bruce Lee Kung Fu. KUNGFOO, like Egg Foo Young, Bruce Lee Kung
like
Fu.
Fu.
Yeah,
Foo.
and then that Ninja Arrevalo at Instagram.
Yeah,
and
a lot
of
of
course Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of
yeah.
amazing content. I'm a big fan of your
Oh, thanks,
comedy,
brother. Thank you,
of
man.
your
Thank
rap
Thanks.
videos, which are
Baking Soda
comedy.
Mob.
Baking Soda
Yeah.
Mob. Yeah, right. I'm
Thanks,
rooting
brother.
for you.
Thank you.
I hope that you get the big break so that you can
Thanks, brother.
hire me.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Really
Love to.
appreciate. I would really
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
a
I like
paycheck.
I like that.
Yep.
And I would like to read for you. No. And
Absolutely.
Davey
No,
Dave,
but
what's
I am.
up?
I am.
Let's
I've
do it.
always been a big
Thank you.
fan. Thank you for coming. I know that you're busy, but I like
Oh, thanks, brother.
that you came out talking
Yes.
about independent film
Definitely.
because a lot of people out there are trying to do it. Will you come back and tell us about how Mexican Bloodbath went when you're done with it?
Brother. Absolutely. I just want to real quick send a shout out to my bounty hunting partner Rob Dick. He's going to start his podcast about true crime and cases that he's been working on.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, beaclass.com, guys. Please, Rob Dick. Okay.
That's awesome, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Robert Arrevalo, remember that
Yes.
name. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you,
Yep.
guys.
And we'll keep
And,
supporting.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Dude, Roberts, I'm kind of pissed off at you. I'm not going to lie to you.
What's up?
Why haven't I met this guy before?
Dude,
Wow. Yo, this guy.
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
you.
You know, hey.
What do we say? Hey, man, this guy's changed, dude.
Yeah, you changed.
No, I haven't
Since the
changed.
last podcast, he came in late. He asked where his trailer.
Featuring Netflix.
Come on.
I got
He all-
documentaries out.
Did
Hey,
you notice
dude,
we all ordered Modelo Especial? He got the negro. You know, he had to be
He's,
okay.
he's taking Casa Mexico shots and
Yeah.
a negra.
No,
Look.
he didn't want the house ticket. He wanted Casa Mexico. He brought his own.
the Casa Mexico flask goes everywhere, people.
It's all
Look at
good.
you.
It's all good.
Hey,
co-host.
but Robert is a great example of
perseverance. dude.
perseverance. You know,
Yeah,
you get an
hustle.
opportunity. He had an opportunity, and he went and showed up. I mean, a lot of us, you know, I feel like in my life I've shown up to things like that where someone said, "Hey, come," and then you turn around and you leave because it's not the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
It could happen, right?
Yeah.
He didn't turn around and leave. He kind of waited around, going like wonder, and boom, the door opens and Robert's
Hey,
pulling up.
but
to see
listen,
him.
anybody who can bust that 35 millimeter
Yeah.
film hustle,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
and stay until keep doing
walk
it.
up the slide and say, "Hey, can I have a word with you?"
Exactly.
Outside and just be straight. I took some huevos right there,
Yeah.
and Sly saying, "Hey, you know, you got to create," and it's true. You got to create your own
you
opportunity.
sort of start
dude.
talking like, yeah.
Hey, Robert, you got what you got to do is.
But how's it? So tell what we haven't talked about it. How did it go with your editor?
really, really well.
Okay, what's happening?
We're
talking about
Made in
once
Mexico.
Made in Mexico.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't want to get too much, but you took your advice,
Yeah.
and I should have a product by next week, and I should be extremely happy, according to Ron Lee.
Okay, good.
And he
so
said
he's happy with it.
He's seen some stuff, yeah, and everything's rolling.
That's exciting. See,
That's
the energy's
exciting.
coming
energy.
back. The
But you know what-
conversation's
you know what
changing.
I learned from this? I learned from this because of you. I learned because I don't want to say I'm a nice guy, but I kind of like.
You are a very nice guy.
No,
I
you
am,
are a
right?
good guy. You're a good dude.
I mean, yeah, but there's times.
And
especially-
good guys finish what?
Come on, take it easy, Santa Gotti. Take it easy, Santa Gotti. But I think when you get into, you gotta, if you're going to be an executive, you kind of have to like put your foot down and say no. Like, this is the deadline. If you don't meet it, then that's it. You know what I mean?
Because it's your money, man. It's bleeding you. Just like the networks, the same
Yeah.
thing. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
The hierarchy stays the same.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to, like, it turned into, like, you know, and I'm not going to, like, bag on him, but you do a string out right away because it's fresh, right? Especially independent filmmaking. Like, we went off the script, we improvised, we did a bunch of stuff. We did go back to the script and try to add in, but it's all fresh right there in your
Right.
head. So that's why you got to get it out right away. And if you wait 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, then you're going to forget the sequence. And you know what I mean? You're going to go, oh, what do we do? What is this again? And that's what I get a lot of, like, what is this again? What happened to this? Where's that?
Yeah.
Which is fine because as a director, I'm going to sit with them once it's all out and say, this goes here, that goes there. Let these clips right here need to be incorporated into the. Oh, that's right. So get it in, get it out, and I guess the point is I got to put my foot down sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's
it's
good, man.
Yeah, you
That's
have
because
to because otherwise it's going to be a car you haven't started in a year.
Yeah.
And you know, there you go. There's no the oil's stale. You know, the gas is all.
Well,
messed
I'm
up, but,
really,
you know,
How are
I'm.
these chips and salsa? by the
There,
way?
it's terrific.
Delicious.
Yeah, pink taco, the queso, the queso, the guacamole's good. But no, I'm proud of you. I'm glad things are moving.
Thank you, brother.
Fill us in next time.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I have a question.
Yo.
I was thinking about doing a competition here on Let's Get Into It,
Yeah, we talked about it.
where you win a prize, where you win prize money for any script under 30 pages. Right, you get a script for 30 pages. You send it in. We review them. Someone wins. There's a second place. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a third.
base.
You get some money. But I was thinking, let's go even further. We get extrememusic.com
Yeah.
to supply all of the music to that short, and we actually have a winner. The winner, we raised $10,000 for them to make their movie. Extreme Music supplies the music for that movie. Because Extreme Music, you can find anything on it,
Yeah.
right? You could do a thriller, you could do a romantic comedy, you can do anything
Yeah.
with Extreme Music. So we do that, and we basically help them produce their $10,000 short.
And those clips that you
That would be
let
awesome.
us
I
listen
like
to
this.
last week, man, they weren't there before, but ever since Robert's mentioned it to Mr. Russell,
Yeah.
there they are. Now there's a slew
That's
of
right. You know, that's funny. I did mention to Russell when he was on that they didn't have much mariachi music back then, and now it's starting to populate.
That's
There's
great.
a lot more, you
Yeah.
know. So go check out extrememusic.com because they will help you with anything. Short, series. I mean, they're
Robert, you
they're
come up with some
they're
good
winning
ideas every
Emmys,
once in a
dude.
while, dude. I like that.
Okay, well, let's explore that. We're going to call Walter Batt, who was on one of our episodes, who's our lawyer here on Let's Get Into It.
Yep.
We'll ask him to come up with rules and regulations, and we'll actually do the contest.
that's
you-
super
And we
dope.
will produce
Super
a
dope.
$10,000 movie. It's not possible.
Well, is it a short or a feature? It is.
It's a
There's-
short.
Wow, here we
There's
go.
there's the
Here we
EP
go.
right
It's
there.
a
It's
short.
not. It's impossible.
It's
Did
gonna
you
be a
just
short.
hear Robert, who was our guest, what he's been doing, dude? And he was doing it back in the day.
He's still here. He's looking straight at
I
you.
know. Well, he's on the Instagram.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
on the Instagram right now. I'll tell you this. I want to do this.
You're
I
down?
want to. Yeah, we're gonna 30
All right.
pages or
I'm
less. You can pick any. It's going to be any genre, and we are going to decide which one's the winner.
Wow.
And then we're going to raise the money to probably $10,000 to make that movie. We'll make it. We'll submit it to festivals. We'll help with the music. We'll help with all the legalities. We'll use Walter Batt. Dude, this could be a very, very cool thing to do.
Yeah.
You're setting someone up for success right now. Hey,
Here we
Tootie,
go.
Hey, can Tootie write another one?
No, you can't do it if you're friends and family. You can't if you're related. You can't get involved, man. What do you want to do? No, you can't.
Although, what if I change my name?
Rules and regulations.
Mark Twain.
Rules and regulations. All right.
We have another guest.
We do. So
This is the cool thing about being at Pink Taco, because you could have just people show up, and we got filmmakers walking in left and right.
I know. You know, when you told me about Robert, I didn't know that he was at Ninja Arrevalo. So he follows, and so he comments and stuff. I'm like, oh, dope. You know, because we don't have millions of followers yet.
No.
But we're not like Davey Dave.
Hey.
Dave's literally got hundreds of
You know.
thousands.
You
Yeah,
know how
you
to
do.
You know the deal.
Yeah.
What's your handle? Say your handle.
At Davey, DAVIE _ DAVE. Davey Dave.
Davey
go
Dave.
check
That's
him
one
out.
of them. But he also has Davey Dave's Good News too, which I
No,
like.
it's Heroes. Davey's
Thank
Heroes.
Oh,
Thank you,
come on.
Roberts.
All right,
Thank
all
you.
right.
Davey's
Davey
Heroes. You're right,
Davey's
buddy.
Heroes.
These Modelos are going down pretty nice. So our next guest, he's from my hometown. I'm going to introduce him. His name that I know him as is Luis, but he goes by Jeovanny, which is his middle name. The last name is Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Jeovanny Rodriguez.
So-
Here he is, buddy.
Hey, what's
Bring him
up?
in, bud. Bring him in.
So
Thank
is
Thanks
it
for coming in.
you go by Luis, Jeovanny, or Rodriguez? Which one?
Well, my name is Luis Jeovanny Rodriguez with a J, but once I got that film, I came into LA. I had to have a manager, right? So they were like, well, Luis, everybody has that name. Let's go ahead and change it up a little bit. Ooh, Luis with a
That seems so old
Giovanni
school.
with
Yeah.
a J. So, funny thing with that too, the hospital spelt Giovanni wrong.
Oh, no.
That's right.
We kept that.
What
Yeah.
is your what do your friends call you?
They call me Louis, but
Louis?
now they're getting used to Gio.
Gio.
'Cause
Okay, so
it's
Gio,
like-
that's a good one. Yeah,
it's
that's a
like
nice
my stage
nickname.
name. Yeah,
So Gio, is it okay if I call you that?
absolutely.
All right, cool.
That's what I'm
So
telling
you have a pretty incredible story. Let's get into it. It's all about inspiration, filmmaking, and how to stay in it, right? Because a lot of people get out of it. It's hard to stay in it. So I want you to tell us what you were doing before you became an actor, because this was all pretty recent, right?
Yeah, this was about, it was about a 2-year wait for me, but the film came out 4 or 5 months ago.
Right. So, but
Um,
what were you doing before you got your big break?
So I was working in Hawaii. I went to school in Hawaii. Born in San Diego, born in Tuti's hometown.
Yeah.
And so I was in Hawaii for about 5 years. I was working on commercial sets, pretty much doing any sets or type of PA work.
Yeah. Assistant
Pay,
work, whatever.
Pay my
Yeah.
bills, right? So then they called me to move some furniture for Paramount Pictures. They had just established some offices because they were about to film this movie.
In Hawaii.
They didn't even know what movie it was in Hawaii.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they have like a Paramount overseas production office.
So let me just get it
Um,
straight. Were you working on a production, or you were just day playing? They just said, "Hey, can you come help out today?"
Totally day playing.
Okay,
yeah.
so it was like, "Come help out today. We need to move some furniture," and you showed up.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I was just doing all the heavy work. All the main producers and stuff hadn't come in yet.
That's cool as ice. Mexican do the manual labor. See
I
what they do to
know.
us?
I was
That
doing
ain't
a
shit
lot
ain't
of-
right.
You weren't
A lot
playing the
of
role
manual
either. It
labor.
was just happening.
Yeah.
But so had you acted prior to this day? Had you ever acted?
I did some stuff in my classes in college, and
Uh-huh.
some people have mentioned it here and there, like
People had said to you, "You have talent."
a couple times.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're moving furniture. You're doing your day player work. You're assisting. It's for Paramount
for
Pictures.
Paramount, yes.
Then what happens?
Yeah, so then all these big producers start coming in. Charles Roven, Andy Horowitz, Alex Gartner.
To pick
I'm-
their offices.
Yeah, and I'm setting them up. So they're walking in, I'm
Yeah,
moving in stuff.
Awesome.
I'm putting their name tags on their doors.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy, where am I at? Like, this is crazy.
Did you recognize them? Did you know them, or they were just producers to you?
I did recognize
Oh, okay.
Charles Roven.
Got it.
That was who I recognized, and right away, Batman, that
Right.
comes to your mind. So I'm like, wow, this is big. And then I was hoping the casting director moved some furniture into her office, and she's a lovely lady. She's the biggest local casting director in Hawaii, Katie Doyle.
Nice.
So I was helping her, and lovely, awesome lady, easy to talk to. And I go, what's this film? What are we doing here? She's like, oh, it's Triple Frontier. It's supposed to be about Colombians and narco. It's kind of like a Narcos feel movie. And Narcos is super hot during that time, so I was like, oh, I know exactly what that is. So I was helping her, and I was like, oh, well, you need any extras? I'm Hispanic. And just kind of wink, wink, but totally kidding. And she was like, wait, what are you? I was like, I'm half Dominican, half Mexican. She's like,
I
really?
love that you said Hispanic. That's old school. That's something you would say, Robert.
Latinx.
I thought you would say Latinx. Yeah, well, go ahead. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, all of that. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, right.
That's a whole another podcast.
Yes, sir.
Didn't
So
know
you
it all,
said to
you
the
know.
casting director, "Are there any parts? I'm Hispanic. Wink, wink."
Yeah.
Okay.
And then later that day, I'm sitting there building the director's office. He's coming into town, so they're trying to make it perfect. So I'm putting these chairs together. I just bought them from Costco.
You're sweating. You
Cheap.
take your shirt off.
Dude, that don't, we're living vicariously. We don't think we'll be hot as hell. Robert and I, we ain't taking
I'd
nothing.
be sweating. My gut would be hanging out. Bad.
So they're having this big meeting. I'm serving water. They're also saying that we're having a hard time finding Latinos in Hawaii. And I go, duh. Like, yeah, I could have told you that. So they're like, we're going to have to start going to back to L.A.
And
so
you're standing there going,
What's up?
I'm like, oh.
hello.
So they're pointing right at me. So then the cast director is kind of sweating because she's vouching for Hawaii talent to sort of make it there. And that's her job, as a casting director in Hawaii. So she comes up to me and she's like, hey, here's a script. Come in tomorrow. Have it ready. And it was like 2 lines.
Wow.
Night before, I just watched a bunch of Narcos. I watched a lot of it, and I kind of acted in the mirror. I didn't even know what exactly to do. First audition ever. Didn't know what to expect. So I walk in there the next day. She pulls me during lunch. So she kind of gave me some hints in the morning, like, hey, you're coming in
She
during
directed you a little bit?
Yeah, she actually gave me.
Cool.
Well, she gave me 2 takes, but she worked with me.
You're saying she recorded you?
She recorded.
Oh, got
me.
it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That was your interview. That was your read.
That was my audition.
Got it.
Yeah, the first one, just me and her, dark room, nice vibe.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No, dark
Hey,
room.
so you guys are gonna go there again.
YouTube. Just
You're the
you
ones that
guys.
can help
A little Barry White.
Hey, let them live, dude.
What do they drink? What do they drink? What's the drink? A little Mai Tai going on. Hey.
First of all, that's not a Hawaiian drink. No,
I don't know. What? I've never been to Hawaii.
All right,
Some
so
people think it is.
so she puts you on tape for your first audition. She sends in the tape, and the directors and producers watch it, and then they call you in.
Yeah, I get a call a week later. Come into the next audition prepared. So then I go in, and I have J.C. Chandor, Andy Horowitz, and Neil Dotson. So I had 2 producers, director, and then now Katie. We had some chit-chat in between. It was like, I used to work for you. Yeah, ha. We were joking around, and it was very comfortable. Because I know that the audition room, especially now, can be pretty frightening.
Pink Taco just brought in some more tequila.
Some more tequila.
And I guess a few drinks. Yeah, very nice of them.
Not to cut you off, but booze is essential to our show.
Apparently, things have changed on the set of Let's Get Into It.
They have.
I like this.
Thank you, my man.
So let's finish the story because this is a great one. So she's communicating with you about what your look should be the next time you come in. You're coming in to read for the producer and director a week later, or
Correct.
About that.
About a week later.
Yeah. And what happens then? You come in, you read your lines.
I go in, I read them. He gets up and does some improv with me. Jason Chandor pretty much throws me up against the wall and starts choking me. And so I acted how anyone would act. Freaking scared.
So he wasn't holding back. He was like going after you.
No, I mean they were clapping and stuff. So I got some good feedback. It was super comfortable.
I think if someone claps in your audition, you pretty much got it.
Yeah.
You're not going to not get that.
No, you're good.
People aren't going to clap, and you're going to get that. So good, you got it.
Or they're assholes.
Right, or they're right. Can you imagine?
That's
Can you
the other
imagine?
Yeah.
People clapping, like standing ovation, and they're like, "Okay, we'll call you. Thanks."
I've seen that before. Hey, man, this was
Great
knocked it
time.
out. Perfect. Killed
Beautiful. All right.
Yeah, they were laughing and stuff. It was a good time. And then afterwards, I got a text right away. Hey, you're in the running for this. Keep growing out your hair. So that was a great feeling. I only did 2 auditions, and I pretty much got the part.
Yeah. And let's talk about this because the story's great, but the movie's greater. What's the name of the movie?
Triple Frontier.
Right. And who's starring in that movie?
Ben Affleck, Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac.
It's crazy.
Garrett Hedlund, Adria Arjona, and many others.
This is not an indie film this dude got. This guy
it's
went
not.
out. Gio went out and got himself a real part on a real big movie. That was
first time out the bat.
First
dude.
time
audition.
up to bat.
And
So
golden ticket right there.
It is, and
Nice.
I love Triple Frontier, man. I've watched it like 3 times.
Have you?
This guy shares the screen with Ben Affleck.
Wow.
oh, dude. And
Yeah.
how do you do? I didn't see it.
Oh man, he killed it.
Let me just do Robert Arrevalo and him have anything in common? The 2 guests we've had on today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Latinos.
Well, no, not that. Also, the fact that Robert Rodriguez saw him,
Yeah.
brought
that's
him
true.
in, gave him the part.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Right, different situations, but same sort of story, right? So, dude, congratulations! You know, it
Thank
doesn't
you.
happen to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It really is a great story, a
Yeah.
deserving story. You were in the right place at the right time. You were Latino. You had done a little bit of acting, but you knew in your heart you can do it. You got the opportunity. You killed it, and you got the part, which. So many people in Hollywood struggle to get parts, and you were in the right place, at the right time, and you got the part. I think that's really, really inspiring.
Yeah.
How many times have you read somebody or read for somebody and been horrible and known it?
A lot.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? I used to act when I was younger too, and I was horrible.
You did?
Yeah, I was
Why did you
horrible.
want to be in Made in Mexico then?
Because I was horrible.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
I never wanted to act because I was so bad. I would go out and read for things, and I'd walk out of there going, "That was the." It was so embarrassing because it was so bad.
That's how I got.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed one time.
Yeah.
Like, man, damn, what the hell? I was.
Roberts
embarrassed.
did that to me with Joel Middleton. I'm still
First
pissed
of all,
off.
his name's Joseph Middleton. You got to get that
damn.
straight.
Edit that, Roberts. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, Joseph Middleton interviewed you. We went through this. We're
Yeah,
going to
we
go
did,
through this when he's on the show.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna. He's going to be on the show soon, but we're gonna cover
Fucked up.
how you did not get that part. But look,
Screwed the
Gio.
pooch on that one.
So you obviously, as the movie was being edited, was getting close to being released, and then released. It's really an exciting time for actors, right?
It is. That was actually the worst time for me, though. Believe it or not, I was very, very worried that my parts were gonna get cut out.
Oh.
Even though I was 6 weeks of filming and I was a main character, I just had this like gut feeling it was too good to be true. I was like, no way, people don't go first audition. And
That's how Latinos feel about everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Except
so-
cutting the grass, we're good. We'll knock it out the first
Because
time.
your nana tells you, no, Miko, it's not going to happen. Don't get your hopes up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, exactly. My parents were there. They were the only ones that knew. I didn't tell a soul. Just
you
my
were
parents
nervous?
and my girlfriend. Yeah, I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm an actor, I do, and not be on the screen. So I was very paranoid about that. I didn't get a manager or agent. I just wanted it to be out. It was about a year-long wait for me.
Are you a member of SAG now?
I am eligible.
Okay,
I'm
good.
still waiting on, the next opportunity. I'm experiencing that now, where going through all these auditions, and I was able to land a manager and agent
Great.
right away,
Terrific.
which is great. But
Now
I'm
comes the
experiencing
reality check.
Exactly.
Well, hang on.
That becomes the fun part.
Hang on, I want. This is really interesting because what I'm talking about is Gio got Taft-Hartley'd
Yeah.
to be in this movie, which means that there's, we covered this on one of the other episodes.
Yeah.
They kiss you into the Screen Actors Guild. You don't have to pay to be in the Screen Actors Guild right away. In fact, you can get your pay from the movie and keep it and not pay your dues.
Yep.
But the next time you get a job, you're going to have to pay your dues to actually work. It's
Like
called
$6,000, I think.
you have
Exactly.
to do
No.
that before they
No.
can clear you.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a lot, right? But you have to do that before they clear you. Here's the other really fun part is you used Oscar de la Hoya's bodyguard in your movie,
Caesar. Yeah.
Caesar. I met him at the Rams game because Casa Mexico is now a sponsor of the Rams.
Yeah, he's a
official
beast.
tequila of the Rams. I went up to him. I said, "Hey, you were in Tootie's movie." He's like, "Yeah, I had a good time doing that." And after I was on that, someone asked me to be in this other movie, and I said, I said, "Are you a member of SAG?" And he was like, "No." I said, "Well, when you go to do your friend's movie, ask him if you're going to get Taft-Hartley or if he would Taft-Hartley you, because that way you can join the union and you can start getting bigger work." And he was like, "Oh, good." And he was writing it down in his book.
See, Robert,
you know?
You're fucking up all my shit now. Now Caesar's, I'm gonna call Caesar. Hey, Caesar, I got.
He's like, "No, I can't do it, dude. Sorry,
I can't do it, bro. I love you, dude, and it was
That's
cool."
not true.
But
A rebel over there will tell you do SAG non-union
Yeah.
once in a while, right? You'll do whatever.
yeah, I'm SAG, and I still did a non-union film, my
I'll
own
do, I'll
film.
do anything.
Yeah, I mean, actors
Sorta.
want to act. It don't matter,
Exactly.
dude. They just want to. They just
But,
want to work. That's it.
But
Pay, no pay. Hopefully, pay. But something.
either way,
pay.
you want actors to get their insurance and get all that, and I think the only way to do that is you're saying no.
No, I didn't say no. I said well. I just said well.
You want
I mean,
people to get their insurance and get good pay and you know and get their union dues handled so that someone's protecting them. I'm just saying you should do both.
if you
can work non-union, work non-union. If you can work union, work union.
Yeah.
Try to do them both.
Yeah.
But so you got Taft-Hartley, and look, the silver lining is that you got an opportunity of a lifetime. You probably worked with actors who were extremely seasoned, right?
Ben Affleck, Pedro Pascal.
I would say so.
I don't know.
No, they were great actors. So you got to see and work with and see a great director and great crew do their work up close.
Mm-hmm.
And that means a lot, you know, because next time you go on a big set, you're going to have to be around that again. And this time you won't be
You're confident
there
to
for
be
the first time.
At first, it felt like trying to hang out with the cool kids in high school. You're like, why am I here? And so I had to sit with them. I had to eat with them at times. And, you know, you have the directors,
You had to force
producers.
yourself to do it. Though,
Yeah,
right?
but I try to not be that annoying kid.
Right.
I saw other people doing that towards them, and they were just kind of, you know, like, hey, I'm working here. So you have to be respectful of that, and then talk to them when spoken. They're the masters. They understand. They've been in the business for a long time. And it was also really cool being with other Latinos.
Right.
Yeah.
With Oscar Isaac, Adria Arona, and Pedro Pascal. They were speaking Spanish all the time. It was like
cool.
It was like
By the way, they all started somewher too. You can't forget that. You know what I mean?
It was
they
like
all-
being home, dude.
Yeah.
It's like being home
Very
sometimes
true,
when
man.
you're
Very true.
whether you're hanging out with Raza, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, the film came out when?
It came out in March. Yeah, March 14th.
You got yourself a manager. You got yourself an agent. You've been going on auditions.
You moved to LA.
You moved to LA.
I did. I made a big
well,
leap.
welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to Los
Thank
Angeles.
you.
Yeah.
And what's been happening for you since? And you could be honest. You know, stuff happens.
Yeah, no, it's been a struggle to really figure out this craft they call acting, you know,
Right.
to really master that. And honestly, I'm having the best time of my life.
Good.
Failing and working with coaches and learning that, because I didn't want to take any classes during the film. I just thought, oh, I have this gift and I would jinx it if I take classes. That was a mistake, but I don't want to dwell on it. I'm glad I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So you're training, you're learning the craft better.
Yeah.
You're auditioning at the same time.
I'm learning my strengths and weaknesses, what I might be good at. I mean, I'm also trying to be three-dimensional. I'm trying to do comedies, dramas. I can, you know, and a lot of people say that I can play Hispanic, Indian, Colombian,
Right.
Dominican, Arab. I could play a lot.
Play it all.
It depends on the way I grow my hair. In that movie, I grew my hair long, and I was Colombian.
Right. Well, look, dude, it's an amazing story. Congratulations. You know, I don't know that lots of people get the opportunity to do what you've done, which is work on a big film with big actors for a big studio. So you have to pat yourself on the back. You have to know that you had talent to get that, and you have talent, and you're doing the best thing that anyone can do. And I'll give this advice to anybody out there. You're training, you're out there auditioning, and you're going to get another break soon. And you just got to believe that, and you will, and things will work out. But, you know, we what we do is we get into it on this podcast about the realities of doing well and not doing so well, and then sort of struggling to make it, which we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it's all about supporting each other. So, like, when I read that article on Jeovanny in the San Diego Union, I was like, he's from my home. He went to my high school. So it was dope, you know?
Small
So,
world, huh?
yeah, totally small world. So I found him on Instagram, slid into the DM.
That's what Mario said, didn't
Yeah,
he?
that's it. And I was like, hey, man, congratulations. If you need anything or, hit me up. And we became buddies. And, now you're here, bro.
I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
Reaching out, especially from the hometown, same business.
yeah.
Like, it's really
I
cool
know
to,
the struggle, dude. I've been in it a
Yeah.
long time. So.
It's a lot of it's building these relationships, and that's what I'm figuring out with these casting directors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not right for the right part, but I've been called in by the same casting director 5-6 times. Sometimes, and this is a good sign too, which I've heard doesn't happen a lot. They call the office and they say, "Hey, want Gio to audition for that part?"
Yeah.
Apparently, that doesn't happen.
No.
No, that's great.
So
It's-
that's a good sign.
You're very right. You have to keep going to the auditions and focusing on the casting directors because they're the ones who have the ability to get you in front of the people that will hire you. So continue to create those relationships. This business is about personality.
It
It's
is.
about
Yes.
connecting with people.
But don't just rely on those relationships. You got to
Yeah.
go out and meet other people
Absolutely.
and
Get on
try
a
to
podcast.
Get on a podcast, even though the host is a diva. It's okay. Tequila, Casa Mexico.
Well, look, I think we got into it.
Yeah.
This was a very, very different show.
Yeah, really. It
Yeah, it
was
was.
nice.
Very
Is it-
Refreshing.
Yeah,
refreshing.
I like the vibe.
We
I'm
brought
feeling
something
the vibe.
new.
We're in the tequila room.
Hey, we are in the tequila room at Pink Taco.
We are.
It's an amazing room.
This is a dope setup, man.
This is a great setup. Thank you guys for making it happen. Thank you, Larry Fink, for making it happen.
One-on-one PR.
One-on-one
we
PR. We're going to hopefully be on the road a lot more so people can come up and,
Yeah.
and get interviewed
For
and
sure.
talk about their experiences. But I'm going to look into doing that competition.
Yeah, I like that idea, dude.
I'm going to look
I really
into
do.
it. And, you know, what if we were to make an award-winning short right
Well-
here on the podcast?
That would be dope. That would be really dope.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It could. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I think
Especially
we
on
should
this
try to
podcast.
prove that. But we got into it big time. I want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast, and hopefully, hopefully people got inspired.
Yep.
Jeovanny, where can people find you at if they want to look for you, if they want to cast you?
Instagram, IMDb, that's a big one.
What's your
Here.
Instagram handle? That's everybody goes
It's
up.
the Jeovanny Rodriguez.
With the J, though. I
Yes,
was
with
trying
the
to
J,
plug
so
you
it's
there.
Jeova.
Yeah.
So check out Jeovanny, check out Robert Arrevalo.
Check out our Instagram.
Yep.
Let's get into it. Send us a DM. Give us some questions. Hey,
Yeah.
if you want to be on the podcast, send us some questions.
Send us some
Let's see what's
questions.
happening.
And then if you're here in LA, you want to come check out the podcast, you could roll through. Are we going to be here next week, or are we going to go? We're going to go somewhere else, probably, right?
I don't know.
We didn't confirm that yet.
Oh, we might be going to Otto Nemen's camera house.
Yeah, Camera House, which would be kind of dope to do. I like being mobile. This is dope. This is cool. Go on the road. But I think this is going to be our hub. Do you guys like it here?
I like it.
Yeah.
Could this
Hey,
be like our base?
Yeah, this would be awesome.
You know
And-
what? The staff is really cool, man.
They are.
Really cool. Layla was really dope.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we're in one place, it'd be easier to visit us right here at
Yeah, I think
Pink
so.
Taco on Sunset Boulevard.
It's nice to drop an anchor somewhere, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look, we've run out of time today, but we're going to please keep listening. We'll see you next time on Let's Get Into It. Thank you, Pink Taco. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
That was
All right.
good. Robert, you got into it.